the wavelength, and n is the order of the constructive interference, first order, second order, and so on. Similarly, the condition for destructive interference or minima is 2 mu t cosine r equal to 2n plus or minus 1 lambda by 2. Now, if we compare this with the earlier cases, R1 and R2 के साथ, you can आपने जो फोटो लिया होगा कल, तो कंपेयर करिए कि ये दो फॉर्मूला, this is formulas for transmitted system. How would they compare with the reflected systems? How do they compare with the earlier reflected light का system? You will observe it will
Sir, the
exactly
condition for
reverse.
destructive.
Yeah, very good, very good. Go ahead, बोलो आगे बोलो.
So the condition for destructive interference in transmitted system is equal to the condition for constructive interference in the reflected system,
Correct, absolutely
and
correct.
vice versa.
And vice versa, perfect. उल्टा है ना? जो रिफ्लेक्टेड सिस्टम और ट्रांसमिटेड सिस्टम का इन उल्टा है, वाइस वर्सा, इनवर्स है एक दूसरे का. तो मेक श्योर आप सही फॉर्मूला न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व करते वक्त इस्तेमाल करेंगे. ओके, यू विल रीड द क्वेश्चन केयरफुली and you will solve the numerical. Just you have to substitute in the formula and get the answer जो भी होगा, है ना? So as the constructive interference condition in the reflected system becomes destructive interference condition in the transmitted system, and the reflected and transmitted system are complementary to each other. Okay, you should remember this important point. Any questions so far?
No, sir.
Shivani, any question? Arushi, any questions you are having? Vishwesh, Rushikesh, Ziad, any questions you are having? Any doubts so far?
No, sir.
Tanmay, any questions? See, whenever I call your name, you should unmute yourself and speak something. Yes or no, whatever it is. So if you are not responding, that means you are absent. So I will mark them absent. Those who don't respond, so Tanmay, Shivani, और जिसका मैंने नाम लिया था.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ओके ओके, तो समझ में आया है सब कुछ अब तक?
हाँ sir.
Okay, very good, very good. Let us move on to now a different type of interference. Okay, so this is interference due to wedge-shaped film. Okay, wedge-shaped, so which is basically a non-uniform film. So wedge-shaped, yani it is an arrangement where two surfaces are in contact with each other such that they are making an angle. Okay, so this will be a slightly complicated system compared to thin film, thin uniform film. So you have two surfaces like OX and OX dash. Okay, so these two surfaces are making an angle theta with each other, and ray AB is striking at point B, making an angle of incidence I and getting reflected here. So some light will be getting transmitted inside at point C, and from point C again it will be getting reflected back, and R2 will emerge out. Okay. Similarly, from point C, some light may be getting transmitted out, and so on. Okay. So let me see if this animation works. Yes. So you have two planes making an angle theta from point B and point C. Uh, Light is getting reflected and refracted at point D. So R1 and R2 के angles अलग अलग as they, तो इसलिए उनका इंटरफेरेंस पैटर्न भी अलग होगा. इंटरफेरेंस पैटर्न तो होगा बट वो अलग होगा, और इन दोनों रेस का पाथ डिफरेंस भी अलग होगा. You can construct this figure, or I will go back to our original figure and then. I hope you have understood the animation here. Here only changes you have now theta. Theta is the angle, and that would change all the equations. Okay. And the thickness is also changing as we go from O to X. The distance between the two surfaces will change. Okay. So these emerging rays R1 and R2, they can combine constructively or destructively. They will form interference pattern, that is constructive interference pattern and destructive interference pattern. Rays R1 and rays R2 will combine constructively or destructively. Okay. Let me go back to this figure. You can take screenshot of this figure or you can draw this figure. I will give you a couple of like half a second, like half a minute to draw this figure. Done with the figure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just a second. I'm going. I'm toggling. Yeah. So from the figure, we can observe the path difference between the two rays R1 and R2 will be delta, which is mu film BC plus CD minus BF. Assuming the mu R is equal to outside medium is air, so refractive index of air is 1. Okay, mu film is equal to BC plus CT minus BF. So total path difference will be given by delta is equal to 2 mu T cosine R plus theta plus or minus lambda by 2. and here angle BCN, here angle BCN is equal to r plus theta due to exterior angle property of the geometry. Okay, so earlier we had, if we compare with the earlier condition, we had just cosine r. So here, because of the inclination, we will have another factor of r plus theta. Instead of plane r, earlier we had just r angle. Now only the difference is the 2 mu t cosine r plus theta plus or minus lambda by 2 is equal to 2n times lambda by 2. So which when simplified, like 2 and 2 will get cancelled out, you will have n lambda, and this lambda by 2 on the left hand side, when it goes to the right hand side in the last equation, uh, you have 2 mu t cosine r plus theta is equal to 2n plus or minus 1 lambda by 2. Okay, remember, try to remember these formula or note down these important formula. So you can take the uh, you can take the screenshot of this, and then we will move on. So जो रेसिपी है, स्टेप्स हमें बहुत डिटेल में डिस्क्रिप्शन की आवश्यकता नहीं है, हमें डिटेल में जानने की जरूरत नहीं है. तो हमें उसका द बॉटम लाइन इज वी फॉलो द सिमिलर स्टेप जस्ट लाइक वी हैड फॉर द थिन फिल्म का रिफ्लेक्शन. वी फाइंड द पाथ डिफरेंस बिटवीन द टू रेज which is delta times mu film is equal to BC plus CD minus BF. From the geometry, we substitute for BC, CD, and BF in terms of thickness and refractive index and the cosine angle. जैसे हमने thin film uniform film के derivation में देखा था. So same steps are followed here. Only the difference is instead of r, you have r plus theta. Okay, rest all the things are same like we did before. Okay, so that is why we are not going in the depth here directly. We are coming to the formula. We are following the similar steps what we did in the previous derivation. Okay, so the condition for constructive interference or maximum is 2 mu t cosine r plus theta cosine r plus theta is equal to 2n plus or minus 1 lambda by 2. This is condition for constructive interference or maximum of a wedge shaped film. Okay, so that is why you have r plus theta factor coming in. Okay, similarly, the condition for destructive interference is 2 mu t cosine r plus theta plus or minus lambda by 2 is equal to 2n plus or minus 1 lambda by 2. Okay, then simplifying, taking the lambda by 2 on the right hand side, it simplifies to 2 mu t cosine r plus theta is equal to n lambda. Okay, so is this similar to our thin film ka reflected light system? Only one single difference. It is similar, but the difference is
The r plus theta.
only the difference is r plus theta. Okay, so very simple. Like we follow the similar steps just like we did in our first derivation, and you come up with the final formulas are these. Okay, so you should note down these formulas and you should remember these while solving the numericals or problems. Okay, so another condition is fringe width. Okay, so whenever light is reflected from such systems, okay, let me show you. So whenever light is reflected or transmitted from such system, we get such bands are seen: a bright band and dark band, bright band, dark band, bright band, and so on. So this width is known as fringe width. Okay, the width between the bands is known as fringe width. ओके, सो इक्वल फ्रिंजेस आते हैं अगर ये फ्लैट सरफेस होगा. तो इसका ये एप्लीकेशन है, ये हम बाद में देखेंगे कि अगर if there are two reflecting surfaces and if you observe the interference due to light coming out from these systems, you will observe a band like pattern. Okay, bands are seen. Okay, so this is known as fringe width. So fringe width is defined as the separation between two successive bright or dark fringes. What is fringe width? It is defined as the separation between two successive bright or dark fringes. So in some books, the fringe width has notation omega. So in some books, it may be defined as delta also, the separation between. So depending on which book you refer, so there may be slightly different notations. So fringe width here, so fringe width is defined as lambda divided by 2 mu t sine r. Remember this formula. This is the width of the fringe. That is the separation between two successive bright or dark bands or fringes. So the fringe width is defined as lambda divided by 2 mu sine theta. So for very small thetas, angle theta, sine theta is equivalent to theta. So we can directly write omega fringe width is equal to lambda by 2 mu theta. और कई बार the refractive index is basically air होता है दो surfaces के बीच में. So many a times the refractive index is taken as 1. So the fringe width is equal to, for air system, so it is equal to lambda by 2 theta. Okay, you can take the screenshot of this slide. Have you taken the screenshot
Yes, sir.
or noted down these formulas? Okay, so please note down this formula in your notebook. Condition for constructive interference देखा, condition for destructive interference देखा हमने, fringe width के बारे में देखा अभी. Okay, from the wedge shaped film. Whenever there is a wedge shape making an angle theta, only difference here compared to the reflector system is in the formula cosine r की जगह you have cosine r plus theta. Okay, so let us move on to the formation of colors in the thin film. So this is the explanation कि soap bubbles हमें colorful क्यों दिखते हैं, oil film हमें colorful क्यों दिखती है ना? The reason is the interference phenomena. When in thin film of a soap bubble or of an oil film on the water or a wedge shaped film, air film between two glass plates. Okay, so we are able to see beautiful colorful patterns, isn't it? You may have observed this. Okay, so what happens is, the reason is whenever the light interacts with the film, some of the light is getting reflected from the top and the bottom surfaces of the film, and these light rays will interfere with each other. The light ray will interfere with each other and produce a beautiful interference pattern. Colorful pattern of the fringes is seen. So whenever there is a multicolored light, you will see colorful pattern. If there is a single colored light, monochromatic light, then you will observe only one particular color, like yellow and black, है ना? उसके बैंड्स दिखेंगे आपको या रिंग लाइक स्ट्रक्चर दिखेंगे. सो अगर व्हाइट लाइट है तो कलरफुल पैटर्न दिखेगा, अगर मोनोक्रोमैटिक लाइट है तो आपको बैंड्स दिखेंगे. ओके, सो basically if the angle of refraction is an r, and if the part if the film is of thickness t, so because of the constructive interference, some color will satisfy this condition, 2 mu t cosine r equal to 2n plus or minus 1 lambda by 2. And because of if these rays are following this condition, these rays will have maximum intensity. Okay, और जो कलर्स हमें नहीं दिखते हैं वो कौन सी कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई करेंगे रिफ्लेक्टेड सिस्टम में? Can somebody tell me?
Minimum.
So the destructive interference one.
Yes. What will be the condition?
So 2 mu t cos r equal to n lambda.
Very good, very good, very good. So जो ये कंडीशन फॉलो कर रहे हैं उनको वो कलर दिखेंगे नहीं, वो एब्सेंट होंगे. ओके, तो वो कलर्स या वो लाइट दिखेंगे नहीं. तो डार्क बैंड जहां दिख रहा है वहां पे लाइट इज फॉलोइंग, द रेज ऑफ लाइट इज फॉलोइंग दिस कंडीशन. ओके, so now applications of this would be if you want to create some material कि जिसमें से हमें वो दिखना नहीं चाहिए, है ना. So there you can control the refractive index of that material or the thickness of that material, and you can make that material to become invisible, right, so that it is not seen or camouflaged. So many times in military applications, the color of the gadgets or maybe the color of the uniform of the soldiers, so that it is camouflaged with the background, many times they are designed with the thickness or the refractive index of such. These conditions are used, or if you want to make a person or make a clothing bright, or some कि वो wear किया आपने, or you can be that person can be visible from far, right? So you can use these conditions. So these are some real life applications of it. We are going to learn more about the applications of it, but isn't it interesting that these properties are used, and it has tremendous application around us. So you want some material to absorb more light, or you want some material to reflect more light, है ना. So for example, जहाँ energy आपको absorb करनी है, for example solar cells है, so you want your surface of the glass or material or of the device to absorb more radiation, to absorb more light. So there, or in some cases you will want to have reflection of some system, है ना. So ऐसा सब ये use कर सकते हैं. So by controlling the thickness of the film, or controlling the angle, or controlling the refractive index, you can create desired application. Okay, or you can create material which are showing different colors, है ना. So some colors are visible in reflected system, or some colors may be visible in the transmitted system, है ना. कई बार ऐसे आपके पास खिलौने होंगे या ऐसा कुछ होगा कि आप एंगल से देखोगे तो इट लुक्स डिफरेंटली, और आप उसे एक डिफरेंट एंगल से देखोगे या ट्रांसमिटेड लाइट में देखोगे तो इट लुक्स डिफरेंटली, है ना. आपके पास ऐसे कभी खिलौने होंगे या कुछ आपने देखा होगा फोटोज या कोई आर्टिफैक्ट, है ना. हैव यू ऑब्जर्व, सम ऑफ यू? नहीं देखा है, खिलौने वगैरह में भी नहीं देखा है किसी ने?
No, sir.
Oh, sir.
Okay. I will try to find out few examples and maybe share it next time. Okay. So there are, as I said, there are a lot of applications of these interference of light. One of the industrial application of this interference is testing of optical flatness of the surface. Okay, so flatness of a surface can be measured using optically flat plate and a monochromatic light source. So you can compare, say if you have perfectly flat plate, okay, which is known as optical flat plate, and based on the principle of interference, you can keep it next to next to the sample which you want to measure whether it is perfectly flat or not. कई बार ऐसा होता है कि हमें physically many products are there which require very fine precision कि उसका it should be very the surface of that product or of that material should be perfectly flat, उसमें कोई wedges नहीं होने चाहिए ऐसा। तो कई बार जैसे आपने वर्कशॉप प्रैक्टिसेस में वगैरह आप आगे करोगे where you will polish some material, where you will make the surfaces of the material very flat, but if you even after polishing it or moving उसको घिस के वगैरह भी वो फ्लैट नहीं होते। इवन इफ यू लुक अंडर अ माइक्रोस्कोप you may see some wedges. Okay, so many application, electronics application या sophisticated instruments जो होते हैं उसमें you require a perfectly atomically flat surfaces. Okay, so to test those material you can use the phenomena of interference. तो कैसे करते हैं typically जो
Can you show the previous slide?
previous slide?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you can continue.
ओके सो हम कैसे अगर हमें ऑप्टिकल फ्लैटनेस चेक करना है एक ग्लास का दूसरे ग्लास से, सो द टेस्ट प्लेट जिसे हमें टेस्ट करना है इट इज केप्ट इन कांटेक्ट विद द परफेक्टली ग्लास प्लेट। तो जो वन ग्लास प्लेट विच वी नो दैट इज परफेक्टली ऑप्टिकली फ्लैट एंड उससे हमें कंपेयर करना है। So the perfect glass plate is kept at the bottom and the glass plate which we want to measure कि ये flat है या नहीं, so that is kept at an angle theta, making an wedge shaped film with respect to our perfect glass. Okay. So this air wedge is formed in between and the light is getting transmitted and reflected through such system. You can see the light is at 1 and 2 are the reflected light. Similarly, the other light is striking at another point, and there is 1 dash and 2 dash coming out from it. Let me see if this animation will work. So this is a bit blurred, I think. So you can see if it is perfectly flat, you get a uniform pattern. Whereas if it is a non-uniform surface, you can get a curved like pattern. Okay. So that animation was not working. There is the intelligent thickness. So by noting if the plates are perfectly flat, then you will get uniform patterns, or the wind will be uniform. So if you get flat pattern, then you will conclude that this other place is perfectly flat. If it is not, then you will get the weight between the two fringes will be different. So if you can see if there is a concave surface and this surface is different, and then you will get all concave pattern. Okay, so this is how we test the flatness of one surface with respect to other and by looking at the interference pattern. Okay, so for this one criteria you should use the monochromatic source of light. Then only you can get only single color pattern and be able to judge or control properly. Changing the thickness of the air wedges will dictate the shape and orientation of the interference fringe and the shape use the visual representation of flatness of the surface being tested. Okay. So the straight, parallel and evenly spaced interference fringes will indicate that the work surface flatness is equal to the reference surface. Okay. You can take the screenshot of this slide. Okay, done.
Yes, sir.
You can also take the screenshot of the slide. कॉन्केव सरफेस में कैसे आएंगे फ्रिंजेस?
In concave, it will come as a convex fringe.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल अलग डायरेक्शन में आपके यहाँ पर आएंगे फ्रिंजेस. ओके, कॉन्वेक्स में ऐसे ऐसा पैटर्न आएगा. You can take the photo of screenshot of this as well. Okay. I think now I should take attendance because it is almost 36. So let me take attendance first. Let me take the screenshot. I'm taking the screenshots. And just do the stop share thing for a minute.